My groupmate and I are going to solve a poorly maintained roads problem. And here we are going to talk about how to solve the problem. Poorly maintained road cause half of the fatal auto accidents that happen each year in Malaysia. Many believe that car accidents are instigated by poor road condition. This may be due to the fact that it takes a lot of work to lodge a complaint about damaged road. Poorly maintained road can cause accident in variety of ways. One of it is pooling water, which can cause a very serious accident actually and can lead drivers to death. Therefore, the problems need to be solved immediately because we don't want this poorly maintained road problem cause more accident in the future. How we want to solve this poorly maintained road problem is we come out with the idea to create a complaint app, a specific complaint app just to complain. This app called My Complaint, and I think this app is very convenient enough to communities to lodge their complaints about poorly maintained road. Don't worry, this app, My Complaint app, can be used both Android user and Apple user. The complaints in My Complaint app will be monitored by the relevant local authorities and government department. Interestingly, the complaints that can be made in My Complaint app are damaged road, faulty traffic light, parking lots, or any problems that under construction.
For the description of concept, what we wanted to focus on this app is to make an app that is easily accessible to all levels of people and easy to use to make sure people are able to use the easiest means to forward their complaints to the related authorities. So there are three main things that we focus on our app, and we want to focus on so that it's easy for people to use and people are able to make more complaints in order to make it more efficient. Firstly, the first thing we wanted to make is make as many departments as possible to be able to be contacted through the app. What we have decided is we could give many information that can be accessible for the people to contact, such as email address, hotline numbers, a complaint drop box, the office address, and many more. This is helpful because people are able to choose the most efficient or easy way for them to give the complaints, and this is easier instead of trying to search for the information online, because sometimes the information online isn't correct, updated, or is simply not able to be found on the internet. Secondly, what we have decided is we wanted to make the complaint process as simple as we could. So we have included as many authorities as possible so that people are able to utilize the app as best as they could. We have decided that within the one app, we are able to include the PDRM, ambulance, plus and highway authorities. So people not only can further their complaints, they're able to use the app for other things as well, such as car towing services, traffic police, and contacting emergency hotline numbers. Thirdly, another thing we have decided is to make this app as easy to use as possible by making it available in multi-languages and user-friendly. We have created the design to be as easy as possible to use with direct instructions and clear, easy to look at design.
Now I want to present about analysis of concept. My complaint application can be used by Android and iOS user. For Android user, they need to install in Google Play Store. For iOS user, in App Store. Now we see how to use My Complaint app. First time user need to register or sign up the Complaint app. User need to fill up name, email address, phone number, identity card number and create password. After register, user need to log in with email or phone number and password. After login, user choose type of complaints. For example, potholes, broken concrete, traffic light and more. Then, user need to fill up current location address and send GPS location. To file a complaint, users need a photo of the problem. User also be prompted to include a short description of complaint. After writes notes and description of complaint, user clicks the send button to submit the complaint. On submit the complaint, user will receive a notification informing you that it has been sent. The details of complaint can also be viewed from the home page and email. Now let's see the advantages of My Complaint app. One of the advantages of My Complaint app is save time and cost. User need to go a certain place such as police station, JKR to lodge a complaint, but with this app, user can lodge complaint easily and quickly. It saves time and cost for users. They just log in or register this app and write down their problems. User can do it on their own and don't need any other help. User also can communicate by securely, instantly and directly messaging. By this app, the authorities can receive complaints with faster, easier and on time. The next advantages is multilingual and user-friendly. This app is able to be accessed in many languages because we are aware that our country is multiracial country and there are many languages and dialects that are spoken. Therefore, the app will be able to function with many languages such as English, Malay, Chinese, Tamil, and many other native languages. In addition, the app's layout is also user-friendly with a guide and easy to understand layout of directions to ensure that all ages and levels of education are able to use the app effectively. This app can provide a better interaction and communication functionality to the users. Users will trust this app as they can understand the app's content with ease. The last advantages of My Complaint app is easy to lodge complaints. This app is to specialize on the simplifying of making a complaint to road authorities when there are road damage. But apart from that, instead of making an app solely to focus on one specific function which is for road complaints, we have agreed to make an app that also includes other departments that may be useful to have their contacts in case of emergency of other urgent matters. For example, car towing or mechanic service, traffic police, ambulance and PDRM. This app will help them and make it easier for users for all ages because it is an easy to understand feature.
Then now I will be explain my part. There is conclusion. As a conclusion, this report is actually to suggest brand new complaint app that called My Complaint that actually can help people to lodge complaints about their metro in easiest way to the authorities through their smartphone. Just only use smartphone. So we create a concept of complaint apps about a new system. This system that can easily help road users to report a lot of complaint about their metro to the authorities. So as we mentioned before, according to the observation, community actually need to write formal letter to lodge complaints to be sent to the authorities. So it's actually take times, and sometimes it's there are no action taken. So with this brand new complaint app, I think it will help us as roads user to lodge complaints about damaged road. And in addition, we live in Malaysia, so we got about few multiple races, lot of bahasa language that we use. So this app actually designed with a lot of advantage and benefit to user. One and the main thing is, this app is multilingual, and there's 6 choices of language to be choose. So I hope that this idea concept of the new system, this app to lodge a complaint will be accepted for the sake of safety road users. Thank you.